Yeah. Well,
Getting back's the hard part.
they transferred me to the minimum security after like 4 or 5 years. And I already knew the minimum. In the medium level security, you have a fence or between buildings, and then there's an area called no man's land, and then it goes the electric fence around it. So getting out of a medium security prison is freaking hard. But I had always known the minimum security was easier to get out of because there's no electric fence. So I was already plotting it when I got, well, I was kind of hoping they already had things going on there. And they didn't have a lot when I got there. So I was like, okay, well, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna fucking bounce and then come back. So I organized a drop, and then I asked a friend of mine that was there with me. I told him, hey, fool, you want to escape? You know? And he was like, what? He's like, I only got so many months to the pad. And he was like, but fuck it, I'll do it. You know? So I was like, all right, you know, we plotted it out. We got the little, the what?
Hypothetically.
Oh, yeah. Hypothetically plotted out the escape because I never got convicted on that. So, hypothetically, I remember waiting for the freaking sun to go down, and I was already like antsy, and I was like, man, fuck this shit. And we went before the sun even went all the way down, hypothetically, and fucking, and there was a softball field on the other side of the fence, so you had to, so wide open, you have to cut through a freaking softball thing, and there's gun towers right there. So you make it through the softball field, and then you go down into the canyon, and there was a little dirt road, so they say, and then, so long story short, they say you also have to cut through like a correctional officer parking lot, which is very wide open and well lit, from what I hear. And then, so I ended up, it was far. It was very far. I was out of shape because I was using a lot of drugs. Didn't matter how long I'd been in prison. I was like just freaking wasted away. So made it there, but so they say, but on the way back, I was already burnt, man. I was like, dude, I'm over it. I'm freaking like, it's too late, dog. You know, go on without me. Fucking, it's been a good run. You know, fuck it. Send me some packages since I'm probably gonna get caught out here and get life, you know. And he kept telling me, he's like, nah, fool, let's go, you know, or at least that's what I heard. And made it back through just walking. I was like, man, screw this. I remember just walking through the softball field. Like, I'm telling you, I didn't care. I was burnt. Crawled my way over the fence, like, blah. Landed. Made it back in. Didn't get caught. And then I'm by my freaking bunk, and some fool from the next building, because I had to do this so close to daylight because there's count time in 2 hours. So I had to make it back before count, and I did. But somebody from another fucking building was in my building, and they say I got tobacco on that one and a 2 liter of Hawaiian Punch. And so this fool was by my bunk, and he was like, hey, let me get some tobacco. He's fucking, he was older, cracked out. He had freaking hands like sandpaper, and he's like, hey, you know, let me get some. And I'm like, fool, it's fucking count time. You gotta go. Anyways, I give him some. It's already count. The correctional officer's coming up. He checks my locker. There's a 2 liter of Hawaiian Punch and some tobacco. And then they rolled me up for that one for escape. But I didn't go to the hole on that one. But yeah, it was an interesting stay. You know, again, I've still to this day never smoked any joints as big as I have in prison. You know, out here, nope. We take like 4 or 6 rolling papers, stick them together, just fat ass Cheech and Chong joints. You know, but yeah.
Tax dollars, hard work.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the prison system is about survival. It's about revenge, in my opinion. Rehabilitation, no, it's very rare. I mean, the recidivism rate when I got out was close to 70% still. I remember that, but that was already like 10 years ago. So yeah, it was just survive, you know, try not to get life. And then they just released the people to this. Again, I went out, they put me in the hole because they say they deem me a threat to the safety and security of the institution. And then they just kick me out, and I'm on a trolley with people. So it's just a game, you know. It's not safety. It's not. There's so many buildings back there where it's administrative segregation. I remember they had Building 6. Building 6 held no less than 200 people, and it was all dedicated to the mentally ill, the ones that didn't know what the fuck was going on, like why they were there, you know. So not a lot of rehabilitation going on. I'm telling you, I've been busted with quadriplegics, just couldn't fucking move, you know. And people, yeah, it was insane. And you just wonder, like, what's the rehabilitation in that? It's just revenge, you know.